it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. It is it is me, it is your boy E to the R to the I to the C. And this right here is the Life and Times of Eric vlog. So, once again, like we say all the time, we're back. If you've been watching the videos, or if you haven't, I usually record right after I get off of work to let y'all know what's going on. But lately, I've started the process of praying first and then recording. Give me a second, y'all. Why are you crying? Huh? You what? Why are you crying? Hey, tell me, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You see a doggy? Why are you crying? You see a doggy? Why are you crying then? You see a dog? So why are you crying? You see a doggy? So why are you crying? You see a duck? It's okay, baby. A duck won't hurt you. Ducks are friendly animals. And Daddy's here. What did Daddy say? Didn't Daddy say he's gonna protect you? Yeah. It's okay. Don't be scared, okay? Who said it? Who's gonna protect you? Daddy? Said who's gonna protect you? Daddy? Who's gonna protect you? Daddy, right? Right? Okay. Daddy's gonna keep those ducks, dogs, and anything else away from you, okay? Okay? I kind of wonder as a child if I had this same, didn't like animals as a child. I kind of wonder about that. Because, I always tell First Lady, I feel like, I didn't, but then First Lady was like, you don't remember what you did as 2 years old? Man, she got a point. I really, sort of. I remember stuff later on at 4 or 5. Like, I remember going to Legoland as a kid in Doucheland. The original, I think it's Doucheland, not Doucheland, but I can't remember the original Legoland. But wherever the first Legoland is, in Germany, we went there. And I remember not being able to drive the Lego car because I was not big enough. And then not being able to go back to another Legoland until I was, 26 years old. And then at that point, I'm too big to drive any of the carts. So, kind of disappointed about that kind of situation, not being able to drive the Legoland cars. Never going back again, ever. Because they didn't have a Legoland in the States. So, at that time, they built one back in like 2014, 15, 13. By that time, I'm already an adult. I'm way adult. Way an adult. You know what I'm saying? If I'm 43 now, I think I had to be old then. I don't know. 2013 from 2025 now. It was 12 years ago. So I was 31. Yeah, so I know how it goes. But okay, my girl. Like she about to get their speed on. Like she got the speed race thing going on. I mean, not speed racing, but Fast and the Furious. But yeah, man, it's interesting. I always wonder if I was like that or not. You know what I'm saying? I always wonder. But I just kind of believe I wasn't. I don't know. I gotta ask my parents. My parents kind of remember some stuff they don't, but I do vividly remember Legoland. We had pictures, and I remember sitting at the gate just saying to myself, "Man, I'm not big enough to go. I'm not big enough to go." I think that kind of traumatized me as a child. Oh, I'm not. This turning her straight, but I'm not turning it off. So that's the crazy part. I think that traumatized me like a bug. So I mean, if you could get by, my boy, you could make it do what it do, but I'm not turning. I think that traumatized me a lot because he gonna drop on the curb, so he can go ahead and do that. I think it traumatized me a lot because in my mindset, I was never always big enough. Even now being 5'8", I'm still not big enough, and then never big enough, never tall enough to do anything. It just kind of makes me feel a certain type of way. But it is what it is. That's life. sometimes in life you don't always get what you want. In life you get what you put into it. You get what you put out. Maybe if I had fought hard enough to go back to Lego Land, I could have went, but as time went on, as I got older and bounced around moving and stuff happened, I just forgot about it, Maybe if it had been something that was pressing of my matter, I could have went. But even then, at a 4 or 5, like when you get to 10, 11, you can't ride that. You can't drive the car no more. You're too old. So I'm just trying to make sure that I can take these two, so they can go drive it and have fun, and I can vicariously live through them because I never got to drive, never got to experience the whole driving the little Lego car around the track, and they can do it. So I want to make sure I take them at a good age where they can have that fun, and I can pretend to live through them and maybe shed a tear. Hopefully I don't, but knowing me, who knows? Reminiscing about my childhood and me not being able to do it myself. Who knows? But yeah, like I was saying before T-Mac, my co-host T-Mac Heart Boogie, before T-Mac started crying a little bit. I usually record when I leave the job, but as you know, that happens sometimes, but not lately. It's been off and on. Sometimes I leave the job and then I start recording, but mostly I try to leave the job and pray first, have my moment with the Lord, talk to Him, go over what we did today, go over what I need to be doing to get ahead and everything else, and then I start recording. So, it varies, but I've been trying to do better with just make sure I stop doing what I'm doing and pray first before I start recording. But sometimes I happen to go come out, get out of the car, get out, and start recording and forget to pray, and then later on I pray after I stop recording. So I want to get into the motion of praying first, then recording, not recording, then praying. So the Lord can know that I'm thankful we're having our talk and everything else. So yeah, which is crazy because I need to eat something because I didn't eat any food today. Really, that wasn't good for me. I had an apple and some snacks, but that ain't good for me. Yeah, I need to eat some food. Yeah, what am I saying next? Oh. So, today was an interesting day, I will tell y'all. So, I think the other day, if you followed along, I don't know if you know, there was another crash ahead. Gosh, dang, I hope somebody's okay. I had a project or activity. One of the clients I have, they've been kind of going on and on and on and on and on with us, on and on and on and about what we need to be done and how we need to do this, right? And they rewritten the contract 4 different times about what they wanted. And they wrote in there, hey, we want this, we want pictures, we want to be seen, we want all this stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. Turns out my supervisor was like, yo, hit him with these pictures, let him know what the deal is, let him know the agency got it going on, we did a good job, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, cool. So I go to the system, check it out. I talked to some other people, my other coworkers, to make sure, because my computer wasn't pulling up, no tripping. Make a long story short, the person that built it out, then built it out to capture pictures. I told my supervisor, he hit me back with an email, OMG and WTF. What the? I was like, I was thinking, of all the clients, they had to mess this up with this client. Are you okay? Drink some water, okay? I'm like, of all the clients, they had to mess it up with this client. The same client that we kept telling before, hey, bump y'all, sorry about that. So, of all the clients they come messing it up with, they had to mess it up with this client. The same client that we kept telling them to, hey, we can't do that because it's not in the contract. We can't do that because it's not in the contract. We kept telling this client it's not in the contract. We couldn't do certain things. So I know from their mindset, they're like, all right, this time we written the contract 4 times and we're expecting this. So I'm like, yo, this is part of it. So they're like, in my mind, I'm like, it says in the contract, hey, if we said that we were able to do so-and-so amount of activations at this many places, we gotta have a picture for it. We ain't got no picture for it. We ain't got nothing to show for it. So in my mind, I was like, what the freak? So I'm like, gosh, dang, this is crazy. OMG. So anyways, long story short, I tell him, he hits me with the OMG, WTF. I'm like, I know, right? And after that, I'm like, what do you do? He's like, just don't respond. Ignore them. And then his supervisors got on there and was like, have they said anything? No. Hopefully they won't, and they'll just take the notes, and that'd be good. We could be done with them. I'm like, man, I hope so too. Because if she comes back and start asking, we are going to be screwed. But I'm hoping that's it, and I ain't got to do too much with him. But yeah, I thought it was funny because it was like, don't respond to him. Don't respond to him. Ignore him. I just started laughing inside. He said that. He was like, don't respond to him. Don't respond to him. Ignore him. I was like, boy, this boy wild. I'm gonna try my hand on the highway because that road seems to be acting up still. Well, we're on the highway now. We're about to see if we can pull this off. All right, we gotta get to 35 North Denton. All right, we gotta get back to Sam Rayburn. We gotta get over again. Nope, and we gotta get over. We gotta get over, and we're over. But yeah, I just started laughing. I was like, told First Lady about it. She started laughing too. She said, I wish some of my people on my job would tell me that. Just ignore him, just ignore him. I'm like, exactly. They told me, hey, don't respond. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. I'm like that bill collector. It's still, that side traffic over there is still messed up again. I like going down that road, but I don't like going down there if it's going to be all that traffic and they ain't got the stuff together fixed. I don't like that. It used to flow better when they took that other thing off. When they took the other cone off and not have us all merged into one, it was flowing correctly. 2 lanes was flowing correctly. And now they got us flowing 2 lanes into one, taking forever. So yeah, I fell out laughing. They're like, ignore her. I was like, all right, I can do that. So hopefully, cross my fingers, she don't respond back and ask for anything. But I don't know. I have a feeling. I'm just gonna speak into existence that it's gone and she's done with it. I'm just gonna speak that into existence. That's what I'm hoping for. She was sleeping. She's outside looking out the window. Are you looking out the window, baby? T-Mac. Okay. I guess so. So yeah, this time, no longer sitting on that side highway no more. I merged onto the crazy traffic. I told y'all before, I usually don't like to merge on the crazy traffic when I got my 2 co-hosts with me because I don't want nothing to happen to them, which nothing will happen because God has blessed our vehicle. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if something did happen to me on the tollway, you know, God still blessed me and take care of me. But I can take something if something happens to me. I still want it to happen to my girls. So I try not to, you know, do whatever. But me saying this out loud makes me realize that as long as God has blessed our vehicle, and He continue to bless our vehicle, nothing will happen to them while they're riding our vehicle, mom's vehicle, anybody's vehicle. That vehicle will be blessed as long as they're in it. They will be safe, they will be sound, they will be taken care of. So I shouldn't really think like that. I should be able to go wherever I want because they'll be safe and sound. Just like I did now, they were safe and sound. They'll continue to be safe and sound. So once again, like we said before, you gotta change your way of thought, you gotta change your way of speaking, and y'all are the only ones. I'm a constant believer, and you know I have to work on myself daily about how I change and how I think about a lot of things as well too. So yeah. But yeah, we are headed home. Not sitting in that traffic, sped a lot of things up. We just jumped across and scoot. On our way up to Denton now, going up to the house. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean. So, but it's all good. It is all good because at the end of the day, we're making sure that we're hiding and running from emails. We're hiding and running from emails. So it's all good. What is this car doing? Bro, what are you doing? They rolled up on me just to, well, I tell you, people can't drive, bro. I'm telling you. They still got their turn light on, they don't even know it. Yeah, man. That's why I definitely enjoy living in Plano. It was cool. Not that many crazy drivers, but it was cool, man. Like, sheesh. Now, sheesh. Like, I done got into a smorgasbord of crazy people that can't drive. They don't know what they're doing. They turn the signal light on and they stop it, they brake it, stop it, they brake it. Like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Are you getting over or are you not getting over? can try to drive or you can't drive. I'm saying that's why it's just like being a doctor. Everybody ain't a good doctor. Everybody ain't a good plumber. Some people have to understand the trait of what you're doing, understand the rules of the road, understand cars, seeing other stuff. You got to be being able to be an offensive and defensive driver, understanding that you only have so much time of a split second. When I took a statistics class, and on the coast, I did all right in it. I didn't do too well because I ended up messing up some of the formulas, but I ended up passing. But I did really well in it because the way he explained it to me, he's like, driving in traffic and past people is just like statistics. You have so much of a formula that you have to get past people. It is Mama's coffee. You have so much of a formula to get past people. You have so much of a formula to blend past, understanding your speed, getting around, all that type of stuff. And every time he said that, it always made me think about it. Like, it's like the perfect example. It's like, he's so right, because when you're driving, you have to pinpoint when you're driving next to somebody what they will do and not what you're hoping they would do. Just because they don't have a turn signal on doesn't mean that they're not going to turn. I see people do that. Or just because they have a turn signal on doesn't mean they're going to turn. They could just be going straight. So you have to accommodate for so many decisions in a split second. That could be life or death for you. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I thought I should spread this, tell you out to that, because I thought it was really funny about don't respond to it. Don't respond to her email. Just if I had known that. But we didn't have the pictures, I wouldn't have gave her the discount on the price. I would have said I would have gave her the discount after I know when I had the pictures, because that would have helped us. It's like, yeah. It's like, dang. Don't respond to the email. Don't respond to the email. I was like, all right, cool, man. Like a bill collector, we running. Don't respond. So yeah, it was pretty funny to me though. But yeah, man, it's been good. Definitely learned a lot while I'm at the job. Very hectic, very crazy. Even with all that still looking for another job. Got to. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got to do what's best for me and my family. I got to do what's best for my pockets and have extra discretionary income more than I have now, so I can get my my YouTube going, my other stuff going, you know what I'm saying? So I can save and all that. No one wants to just be out here barely getting by or getting by barely, you know what I'm saying? I need to go like I was before, exceedingly abundantly. I was overdone getting by. I was like, man, I'm good. I'm living good, you know what I'm saying? So. Okay, baby, I get it. So anyways, let me grab my co-host's microphone and let me go ahead and go. So this has been another interesting day. Keep living your life, because if you don't, your life is not going to live you.